Hello, everyone. How are you doing on this beautiful day, this powerful day, this blessed day? This is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. I want to talk to you really quickly about something you can do to make sure that things work for you, something that you can do to command your day. And it's really simple. It's a simple command. It's a simple thing that God has asked us to do, but we don't understand the depth of what it is. You see, the word says, rejoice, I say rejoice. The word says, in every circumstance, rejoice. The word tells us that the joy of the Lord is our strength. But we say these things and we don't really understand the power of this particular thing. Because of the work that I do, I am able to interact with all sorts of people, particularly people who don't believe as I believe. And it's interesting to see that these things that God has told us about and that are in the word, these are principles that are being used by people who don't believe the word, but they understand the principle, they use it, and therefore they see success. See, if you are listening to the current things today, like, new age, if you've heard about vibrations, you have heard someone say vibrations are good vibes only. You've seen that, right? And I'll tell you what they're talking about. They're talking about an energetic state that we are in that pulls things to us, that allows us to be tuned into certain things. It's like turning your radio to a frequency. And one of the things that is often talked about is the energetic state of joy. When you are energized, when you feel good, just think about it practically. When you see someone that's happy, you are kind of pulled to them. You're more attracted to that smiling person than the person who is frowning, right? Joy brings things into your life. So when God says to us, rejoice, when God says to us that the joy of the Lord is your strength, when God is saying to us that we should harness joy, it's not just something to be said. It's a key to your success. There are things that you've put in place that cannot be activated because you are not in a joyful state. There are miracles that are wanting to come to you, but you can't get to it because your energetic state of despair, of anger, of frustration is actually blocking it. There are things that you have access to, but you can't reach them because you haven't let your joy come through. You've let someone steal your joy. You've let a circumstance steal your joy. Even in these times, you have got to guard your joy and find ways to bring more joy into your life. Get your pleasure breaks, do what you need to do, because joy, I tell you, is the state. You can't manifest the things that you're having faith for unless you are in a state of joy. Joy is powerful. And I'm not talking about just happiness. Joy is that deep knowing. I don't have to be laughing to be in a state of joy. I don't have to be cackling to be in a state of joy, though sometimes that does happen. Joy is powerful, and I have learned to be in a state of joy despite my circumstances. I've had moments where I cry, and then I harness back my joy. Somebody said to me, it's strange when I see you sometimes because I can see you in one moment sad, but very quickly you seem to encourage yourself and get right back on that joy horse, so to speak. Yes, because I have learned these things, these temporary emotional states. For me, sadness is a temporary emotional state. I very quickly put those things that I need to put in place to get my joy back. I have certain physical things that I do. I have certain spiritual things that I do. I have certain emotional, I have things that I do to make sure that I stay in a state of joy because I know how powerful that joy state is and I know how dangerous the other states are. So I don't play with my joy. So today I want to challenge you. Don't play with your joy. Get some joy, because through that joy is power. Through that joy is wealth. Through that joy is manifestation of miracles. Through that joy is productivity. Through that joy is success. Through that joy is love. Let me tell you, the joy of the Lord is your strength. So today, harness your joy. God bless you. Talk to you soon.